If I had to pick one Pokemon that had the worst reveal, it would be you.
Oh, me?
Yes, that's right, Sirfetch'd. As of late, the Pokemon Company has been trying some interesting tactics to try to build hype before they announce a new Pokemon. Sometimes these are cool, and sometimes they aren't. Back in September of 2019, we were notified of an update to the Pokemon Sword and Shield website, only to be met by a glitched out page. Look at this right here. Look at this in the corner. Oh, whoa, a visual glitch. Whoa, where's he go? And he bounces all over the screen. Important information like this Pokemon's name was obscured by glitchy patterns and its silhouette was sideways and pixelated. Also, when opening up the web page, a Rotom cry sound effect would play. The reactions to this were mixed, though in hindsight I think it was mostly negative. Sure, people were excited there would be a new Pokemon, but it wasn't as intriguing as it could have been. For one thing, there had been a few leaks about potential new Pokemon for this game, and so people figured it was either a regional variant of Farfetch'd or an evolution. It also wasn't too difficult to see, it was pretty clear what the shape was. So everyone waited for the eventual reveal. It wouldn't happen for 6 more days. That's right, from the time this pixelated preview was shown off to the time the full 36-second reveal trailer was posted was nearly an entire week. Sure, the Pokemon Twitter account made a few funny in-canon updates like, "Trainers, thanks to your reports, we've uncovered a technical issue with our announcement for our latest Pokemon discovery." And, "Trainers, we've resolved the technical issue with our latest announcement. The cause of the issue was a wild Rotom." But from tease to trailer, we waited a whole 6 days, and I wasn't even in the comfort of my own home for this anticipation. The night that the first post happened, because by the way, this was posted at like 10 PM Pacific Standard Time, I was getting ready to leave for a trip. So aside from enjoying my time away, I was also constantly on edge because there was going to be a new Pokemon reveal and I had a spotty internet connection. It was a pretty fun time though. I realized I had a lot of disjointed footage that I never did anything with, so here it is. But finally, one fateful morning, Pokemon posted this trailer showing off the new Pokemon that everybody had already predicted. That's it? They hyped this up for a week and it's just a duck? This whole situation was even referenced in an episode of Pokemon Twilight Wings, which is kind of cool. But it was just a reference and didn't do all too much for the episode as a whole. It only served as a painful reminder. And thus ends the Sirfetch'd saga. In the end, we at least got a pretty cool Pokemon. But compared to other reveals that would happen for future Pokemon, this one was a stinker. Let's go over why it was bad. First of all, it isn't a very interesting premise. Things like the Glimwood Tangle livestream, the Hisuian Zora archive footage, and even the Grafaiai Trailcam adventure had original animation and made sense in universe for Pokemon. These were stories that were being told and some of them even featured some voice acting. While some of them took a few days to best build a mystery, none of them took almost a week. Also, it wasn't very well hidden. Yes, the image of Sirfetch'd was still pixelated, but you could tell that it was a duck with a giant lance. As opposed to other times when we were progressively given more and more pieces of information that allowed for wider speculation and created a better reward when somebody actually correctly predicted it without having much visual evidence. And lastly, it doesn't really fit this Pokemon, but I guess this also goes along with the whole in-universe thing. What I'm saying is that it makes sense for Galarian Ponyta, Hisuian Zora, and even Grafaiai to be hidden. Sirfetch'd of all Pokemon isn't mysterious. Though Sirfetch'd is really cool. Being exclusive to Sword version, this is one Pokemon I actually ended up using on my playthrough team. Another surprise that wasn't announced before the release of the games was that Farfetch'd even had a Galarian form that would evolve into Sirfetch'd. Its evolution method is a real crazy one. In order to evolve, you need to land 3 critical hits in a single battle. And while that sounds difficult because it's based on luck, my Galarian Farfetch'd evolved within minutes of me catching it. That's because wild Galarian Farfetch'd have a 50% chance of holding a leak when you encounter them. This is an item that when held by Farfetch'd or Sirfetch'd increases their critical hit ratio, so you just need to teach it a move with a high critical hit ratio of its own, and attack 3 times in a single battle and boom, there you go. Or even with just a leak, the odds are more so in your favor. So hypothetically, if Sirfetch'd can sweep an NPC's team, it should evolve by the end of the battle. I really did enjoy having this Pokemon with me during my journey across Galar. It was even really cool to see that Ash in the anime would eventually befriend a Galarian Farfetch'd of his own, which would then evolve into a Sirfetch'd. I even also predicted this in a very old and not very good video. Sirfetch'd is just a really cool little ducky. I do think that it's a good sign we haven't seen many more reveals as bad as this one. Thankfully, every future reveal has had more effort put in, or at least didn't last nearly a week. As new Pokemon games continue to release, I'd love to see more new things tried out. Just do not do whatever this was ever again. But out of the weird ways Pokemon has shown off new creatures, let me know which one is your favorite. Honestly, I love the Glimwood Tangle livestream solely because of Impidimp. But anyway, that has been the worst Pokemon reveal. Thank you to all of my channel members who make videos like this possible, especially the great Gators Jackson, Justin R, Mr. Pigpuncher, and Quago. If you'd like to support, get a shout out here, and some access to emotes used in comments and live streams, then you can become a channel member today. You can also follow me on Twitter for more memes as well. Anyway, this has been GatorX, and I'll catch you all later.
Coming soon to Nintendo Switch, Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield. Catch, battle, and trade never before seen Pokémon. Explore a new region and discover more only on Nintendo Switch. Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield. Games rated E for everyone.